So we have our new function. We're going to get the 7 points that we need to get, and we're going to do it the same method. So step 1 was to get the derivative of the function. So f prime of x is going to be equal minus 3x squared over 3 minus 7x plus 18. That one cancels that one. Step 2 was to get my critical points, and I had to do that by factorizing. So in order to make it easier, I'm going to go minus x squared plus 7x minus 18, which comes out to be minus x plus 9 times x minus 2, and that will give me my two x's, which are x1 equals minus 9 and x2 equals 2. So I'm going to plot it into my line using my triangles and minus 9 and 2. Once again, I do that to know which ones are going to be my critical points. Okay? Now, I'm going to have to get if it's increasing or decreasing, and I do that by plugging into three numbers that I'm going to propose into my first derivative. In this case, I'm going to go 1 to the left, 1 to the middle, 1 to the right, so I'm going to go minus 10, 0, and 10. Once again, you can propose any number that I not the same as I did. You can go minus 15, minus 20, and I don't care about the value, I care about the sign. So I'm going to go f prime of minus 10 is going to be equal to minus 10 squared minus 7 times minus 10 plus 18. Okay? And that comes out to be minus 12. Once again, I care about the sign. Since it's negative, since it's going to be a negative, I'm going to go down. So I'm going to draw an arrow going down and minus 10. Now I'm going to go for 0. So f of 0 is going to be minus 0 squared minus 7 times 0 plus 18, which comes out to be 18. Once again, it's going to be positive, so it's going to be going up. So in my 0, I'm going to draw a line, an arrow going up. Okay? And finally, we're going to go f prime of 10, which is going to be minus 10 squared minus 7 times 10 plus 18, which comes out to be minus 152. Negative, therefore, it's going to be going down. So it's going to be going down. Now that I have that, I can go on and draw my graph. So it's going to be going down at 10, all the way to my critical point, going up all the way to my critical point, and going down. So now I have several things. This one is going to be my critical point minimum. This is going to be my critical point maximum. So I can go that my maximum critical point is going to be on 2. So I'm going to go 2, comma, and we're going to get the y values later. My critical point minimum is going to be on minus 9. So I'm going to go minus 9, comma something. Now, increasing and decreasing, I can go with the arrows. So it's going to start decreasing. Remember, it's all going to start on minus infinite. It's going to end on plus infinite. So, decreasing is going to be minus infinite, comma, and that's going to be where? All the way down to my critical point. So it's going to be, comma, minus 9. Then it's going to be increasing from my critical point to my critical point. So it's going to go from minus 9 all the way to 2. And it's going to be decreasing again from my critical point to positive infinite. But since we're going to talk about intervals, I'm going to have to go union with 2, comma, plus infinite. Okay. Now, how do I get my inflection point? Remember, you have to get the second derivative of the function. So, I have that f of x is going to be minus x squared minus 7x plus 18. So, f y prime of x is going to be minus 2x minus 7. We're going to equal it to 0, and then we're going to solve for x. So, that's going to be equal to 0. So I got that minus 2x equals 7. So x equals minus 7 over 2, which is equal to minus 3.5. Since now I have my inflection point on minus 3.5. Now I can get my concavity because my inflection point is going to be someplace around here. Remember, the inflection point is the step where the concave up and the concave down get together. That's my inflection point. So concave up, it's if the arrows are pointing up. If it's pointing down, it's concave down. So concave up will be that one. So it's going to go from minus infinite all the way to my inflection point, which is minus 3.5. And concave down, which is going to be this one, is going to go from my inflection point. That's going to be minus 3.5 all the way to positive infinite. Now I need to get is the values for the y's and each one of the xy coordinates that we're talking about. So what I'm going to do is going to go f of 2, which comes out to be 2 minus 2q over 3 minus 3.5 times 2 plus 18 times 2 minus 6, which comes out to be to 13.333. So I'm going to go 13.333. Then I'm going to go for f of minus 9. Plug into the original formula, we're going to go minus 9 cubed over 3 minus 3.5 times minus 9, that's square, sorry, my mistake, plus 18 times minus 9 minus 6 equal 2, and it's going to be minus 208.500. So that's going to be minus 208.500. And then we're going to go f of minus 3.5, which is minus 3.5 cubed over 3 minus 3.5, that's minus 3.5 squared plus 18, that's minus 3.5 minus 6, which comes out to be minus 97.583. So it's going to be minus 97.583. And that's how I got all your information.